Probably won't be a very long broadcast, but it will be a broadcast. I wanted to get something in. I try to get in a broadcast every day. That's kind of the goal, especially on Sundays. Try to keep it spiritual, try to keep it upbeat, motivational. So it's cool. Poverty exists not because we cannot feed the poor, but because we cannot satisfy the rich. I believe that. I'd also like to do some shout outs if we can. One of them is to Root NK, which is David. Thank you, David, so much for your support this week. I totally appreciate you. Everything you do. I really do. Equal rights for others does not mean fewer rights for you. It's not a pie. See, some people believe that, though. It's weird in business. They believe that there's only so much pie to go around and you have to fight for the crumbs, right? The not to do list. I like this one. This one's good. I'm going to see if I can make it a little bigger here so it's easier to read. Say yes to stuff that drains me. Ooh. Well, not only do some people drain you, a lot of people can get on your nerves, right? Which is a form of being drained. The not to do list. Feel guilt for saying no. I think that is one of the hardest things in the world to do. Sometimes to say no. Because most of us don't want to let people down. Period. Not our goal. Don't want to let anybody down. Zero. Feel guilty for saying no. Right? Feel guilty for saying no. I think even if there's no guilt, I think it's still really tough to say no sometimes. Reluctantly, I say no. I rarely have guilt. Because I think you have to know your boundaries, right? You have to know what lights you up, what doesn't light you up. Feel responsible for other people's responsibilities. Yeah, don't do that. Don't feel responsible for other people's responsibilities. Feel guilty for giving my body a rest. We all need a rest from time to time. We have to listen to our inner compass, our body. It tells us, right? It gives us little cues of what's going on. Worry over stress about things that are out of my control. Yes. So many of us worry about things that we have no control over. Zero control. It's like trying to stop the tide from simultaneously coming in. Sunday Night Smoke. There he is. Blazin's here. Aw, I'm glad you're with us, Blazin. Smoke, that was a good show, buddy. That was a really good show. I always try to get on every day. So here, let's get you up if you want to. I don't know if you're still in the mood. I'll leave it in your hands, and we can go through some of this stuff together. There we go. So easy to... Boom. There we go. We had good flow in that show. We really did. And it was a good panel of people. I really liked it. We also can bully ourselves. Kevin, how are you? Yes, here I am in Canada. So I barely got on today. I said to myself, come on, get up, go do it. And I saw Sunday Smoke, and I thought, you know what? I need to support that show because he supports me every day. In many ways. Oh, take your time, buddy. You know I'm okay. I can do this. I can be on here for hours by myself, which is hilarious. Learning to ignore things is one of the greatest paths to inner peace. You guys good at that? Are you good at ignoring things that drive you crazy? That play in your head over and over and over? That's one of the great disciplines. Kevin, I was enjoying the broadcast you had with JB today, and you were talking about musical theory. I thought it was cool. I like seeing that other side of you. It was rewarding. I was going to say something else, but it was very rewarding. To know what people really think, pay regard to what they do, rather than what they say. Well, JB has time on his hands. And I don't know if he can sing, but playing guitar takes discipline. I can see him having that. Blazin', the show tonight was really good on Sunday Night Smoke. Aw. I loved Jay's son, Happs. He's such a great guy. Such a nice man. I like watching football. I don't really like discussing it. I don't think I'm that invested, but I do enjoy watching it. And it doesn't even matter what game. I enjoy because there's a flow to it. And, you can see when a team has momentum. It's like that in life, in anything, right? All you have to do is be yourself. There is nothing to prove. There is no one to please. It's true. We spend most of our lives, a great deal of us, worrying about what other people think and say and do. And it shouldn't even register with us at all. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Well, tonight we were talking about all the things that you shouldn't do on social media. Don't share too much. Right? And the other thing is, too, if you share too much, they may be able to figure out your passwords. I remember one time someone got really mad at me because I had asked them what the name of their dog was. And someone hacked them, and they used their dog's name as their password. Do you see a problem there? But it was my fault. And I said, were there any numbers or anything? No. Just the dog's name. That's it. I was like, yeah, that's not much of a password. Jealousy is a good indication that you are doing things the right way. People never get jealous of losers. I like that. Do you know who said that? Morgan Freeman. Jealousy is a good indication that you are doing things the right way. People never get jealous of losers. I am so dying to have the photos back up. When is that going to happen? Just even the photos, being able to put a photo up. I think that will be amazing. I know the music is more elaborate, but if we can even just get photos up, that would be great. Because if you use OBS on here, it's not stable. It just isn't. I tried it. Other people have tried it. You do get great sound quality on here, and you do get great picture quality, and it does, honestly, almost seamlessly go to all the other networks. You really can't ask for more than that. I just feel like a spoiled child who had all these other toys before, and now I don't have them in my toy box. So I have been adjusting. Friends are as champions on a journey. What? Friends are as champions on a journey who ought to aid each other to preserve in the road to a happier life. That's very deep. I got to read that again. Friends are as champions on a journey who ought to aid each other to preserve in the road to a happier life. I think that could have been said easier. But I agree with it. The team effort in life. I love this one. This one's tough. When I give, it does not come with strings. I'm not keeping track of what you owe me. When I give, I choose to do so without ulterior motives. I give because I'm genuine. I give because I know what it's like to be without. to long for and be ignored, to speak and not be heard, to care for and have nothing in return. Wow. Have you all been there? Where you give and you give and you give? Oh, there he is. Sorry, buddy. In my own little world. Here you go. Hopefully you weren't there too long. Smoke is in the house.
Hey. Happy Sunday. What's up?
Good. You don't sound crackly or anything. It's perfect. Don't mess with it.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah, it sounds good. You know what do you have headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't need the echo cancellation then. Because
Okay.
that acts like a suppression filter. Don't worry about it
Let
tonight.
me just let me just check and
But
see
it's just
just in
something you
case.
can test because
Yeah. Let me see.
that, it's just
Oh,
us farting around.
yeah. Turned it off. Let's see. Is there a difference? I mean, this
The-
time I'm a little more close to the mic and everything. During the show, I
yeah,
was
no,
doing
but
other
it's just
things.
I noticed the sound quality. If you have headphones on without the echo console, it's not
Hmm.
muffled.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah, but this is the nicest I've heard you. So maybe we shouldn't mess with it.
All right. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. I'm
We'll
trying
leave
to
it right there.
close
Right
to the
there,
mic a
right
little
there.
bit,
Can you
not
turn
really
it up
over.
a bit? Do you have the ability to turn it up a bit?
Yeah, I have a thing on my switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. Papa's in the house. It's all
In the
good.
house.
So I'm just going to read this to you, and I just want we'll do line by line here. This one's kind of deep, okay? And it's kind
Okay.
of what we were doing before. When I give, it does not come with strings. I'm
Hmm.
not keeping track of what you owe me. Are you like that? I was never like that until recently. I would say in the last couple of
Um,
years.
I can say that I didn't really keep track. I mean, as a kid coming up, I didn't really have much to give, you know. But as
Yeah.
an adult,
Yeah, I am
you
using a
know,
mixer. Kevin, the River
it's
Man.
time. I'm sorry, y'all crazy.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I just,
Uh,
yeah.
I got a copy, follow suit, But
I loved your guest today.
oh,
She's
thank
not a
you.
guest, but
Yeah,
yeah.
co-host. That's usually my co-host on the show.
No way. She should be
Yeah,
on all the time. She's
she
wonderful.
is.
She has such a beautiful light.
Every Sunday she's on, actually. Pretty much
Yeah.
at least 3 Sundays out of the four. At
Hmm.
least three out of every four per month. But she's the regular co-host on the show.
Thank you for
I
the
need
award. I
balance.
appreciate that. Thank you. Would she still be up now?
I actually text her after the show. She may actually. Um,
Well,
you can
tell
send her an
it.
invite and see if she's up. But
Okay.
she may have think because we were supposed to go on earlier
Yeah,
and
and it
I
is
had some
late. It's
delays.
getting it's getting
Yeah,
late now.
it
Is
may
she
have
at the
changed.
same time zone as us or earlier?
Yeah, she's in the east. Yeah, she's in East Coast time zone.
Okay.
So
How do I spell
it's
her name?
11:30. Teeroni.
Mm-hmm. There it is. I got it. Robinson. Okay. I've just invited her.
Yeah,
She'll
she
either
should
come
be
or won't.
awake. Yep.
Yeah, I really love her energy. It was like a breath of fresh air today, and I genuinely got. She brought a softness. Yeah, not to say she's a pushover, but
Yeah.
it was nice. It was nice. It made your show different. It really
Yeah.
did. It was like it was like a couple of added items to the buffet.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
But she's good
Well,
people.
I thought that was a great show we did tonight.
I
It
think
was
so. I think so.
yeah.
I
What
mean,
do you
I
think is the
went
best
on
show you've ever done? Do you have a couple that you?
a couple of favorites. Let's
Mm-hmm.
see. Excuse me. A couple of favorites on Happs. Some. Oh man, I don't know, man. Wow.
It's
And
funny because I did some that I was embarrassed of that I thought were horrible,
mhm.
and Randy and I did it, and that I swear to God I think they're over 5,000 views now.
People like it.
Well, it was just it was not there was no sub. It was like Seinfeld. Where's this going? There was no sub. You know what I liked about tonight? It was
Hmm.
good information. It was powerful. It made you think, and it was useful.
Yes. Okay.
It was almost like your little infomercial.
Oh man, I mean, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We kind of went on when I went on. Me and Roni went on, and didn't have any particular topic. I'm
Yeah.
like still saving some of the good. I'm saving some of the good stuff, and
But that was good stuff
there's
tonight.
always something new. Yeah, yeah. You know what? We started just as a random broadcast. Tony came on, so we pulled in Tony, and we started talking, and it just led to a good conversation.
Yeah.
And Tony was saying because he missed the Ten Commandments of Happs also, so he
Well,
said,
and I
"Wait a minute, I
think
want to
too,
correct this
my
thing."
audience will watch it now over the next couple months,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
not tooting my own horn,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. For
there are a
sure.
lot of people that follow me that will probably never follow you.
Of course. Two
Yeah, you know
totally
what I
different
mean.
audiences. Of
They'll
course.
probably. I think the midpoint would be Tony D. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yep. Yep. I know exactly what you
And
mean.
somebody who maybe follows James might also watch your show. Maybe it's weird because I find, and don't take this wrong, please, people who
No,
watch this
come
later.
on. Never.
But it's very clicky,
Hmm.
and you know, in the past, I've even being Tony's friend at the beginning, I got a lot of heat,
Hmm.
and it
I
was
could
it was
imagine.
okay to follow Ted Hicks. I love Ted Hicks. He's wonderful. And then Tony at the beginning was crazy. Like he really was. He was like the Red Bull master. He would come on and it was all show. I think he was trying to be somebody else. He wasn't being himself. Or maybe he was juicy. Yes, he was. Blason said he was juicy. No, but he
You
was
know,
wild. Like there were some of the
excuse me.
broadcasts. Go ahead.
I bumped the mic. I'm sorry. No, no,
Oh, that's
I didn't
okay.
want to talk. I bumped the mic.
But tonight, I would love to take all the things they talked about and then take snippets of about 9 broadcasts of him chewing, smacking.
I don't do that.
What?
I don't do that.
It reminds me of the Housewives. My wife and I watch the Housewives together. And I always go, I did not lie. And they find 9 different times they lied. Oops.
It's
I
crazy.
don't
That's
gossip.
crazy.
Yeah. I never said that I know that is wrong. And then they show like 3 different times this person said this. Right?
Oh man, that's
But
crazy.
I feel like the platform is changing. It's morphing.
Hmm.
There's a smaller audience, but they're more engaged. There's more
Yes,
comments. Are you
I
about to
noticed
take
that.
off? I see NASA. Like I
Look at the
am.
shirt, right? I like that. Mike, what's up, Mike? For reals in the house. What's up?
Yes. Yeah. My
But
daughter
yeah, it's
bought these
different.
for me.
Oh,
She
they
bought
cool.
she bought 2 of them,
It's in
and they're
style. Like
super
you're a young
comfy.
boy, man. Like you're one of the young boys, man. The young boys really wear a lot of the Nassau stuff. In the States, it's very popular.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
You know why I'm wearing it? It's
pretty
comfy.
popular.
Super
Cool.
comfy. Yeah. So
Yes, that
tonight,
helps.
I almost didn't come on at all today. I just didn't feel it. And then I saw you and I was like, come on, step
Come on,
up.
Mike. Come on,
Come
Mike.
on. And I heard you go, well, this might be good for you, Michael. And I thought we were really doing the 10 Commandments. And I was like, really? All right. I guess we're doing it. Here we go.
Well, there were
This could
Ten
be fun.
Commandments. There were 10 Commandments,
No,
technically.
no, but now I want to do the 10 Commandments with Rick and just hear the comments from people. Oh my God,
Ooh,
that
ooh, that's
might
gonna
be
be
that might be
ooh,
crazy.
ooh, fuego.
Well,
It's
I thought
Spanish
it
for
might go ugly,
fire.
and I was like, well, okay, why not? It's Sunday. How bad can it get?
Yeah, it wasn't too wild. It wasn't. It's more. It's, like you say, it's a new platform. Not saying that that it's. Let me get to the mic. It's a new platform. It has a new feel. Everything has a new feel because we can't give it the old feel that we want, as far as without saying, "Oh, we can't broadcast right." But yeah, we can't give it the feel that we want. But it's a feel. It's a feeling. It's cool. We got a like you say, a more engaged audience. I would
Yeah.
say. So I think that it could only get better. I'm keeping it optimistic. You know how it goes. If we can
Well,
get a
and I
few
think
little things
once you
back, we're
get some of
good.
the bells and whistles, you'll see more of
Yep.
the people come back.
Oh
You
yeah,
really
for
will.
sure.
Once they get the
Sure.
photographs back and they get the music back, or shared screen.
Oh,
Shared
that's what
screen
you
was a
need.
huge. I never used that, by the way, but
I
a lot
use
of people
that
do.
every week. I use that for the show.
Yeah.
Every week I use that.
So I'm going to read some quotes. I just want your opinion. You and I
Okay.
are similar, but not the same. And that's
Hmm.
exactly why I think it's perfect that you're on today.
Cool.
Once our minds are tattooed with negative thinking, our chances for long term success diminish.
Mm.
Do you want me to read that again?
No, I got it.
You
I
got it.
got it. You got to think positive. I think. I think if you're thinking negative, you're gonna get negative results. So you got to think positive. Keep a positive, upbeat kind of attitude, and good things happen. Of course, with hard work, though, you don't just get results for no reason. But
Do you know what I
think
like most
positive.
on there? Once our minds are tattooed with negative thinking. So, in other words, once we've embedded in our brain, because that's
Hmm.
what we do, we rewire our brains. Like, think about it. Let's say that I had an opinion about you at the beginning, and it wasn't real, but it
Okay.
was based on maybe the way you looked, the way you talked, something.
Hmm.
And I'd already had in my brain a tattooed, okay, this, and this equals this. And
Yes.
as I've gotten older, I realize I don't know shit about what's going on in your life. I don't know because number one, the idea of you ever being completely transparent is not safe for anybody. We talked about that. Don't share too much.
Hmm.
So I've become, as I've gotten older, and I don't know if you're this way as well, but I'm just more patient. And it's almost like I'll give people rope. I'll give
Hmm.
everybody rope, and they'll either swing to the next level or hang themselves.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's a
but
good
before I
thing.
never had the patience.
Mm, I
I
got
just didn't have the patience. I feel like Tony's not is a sensation junkie. Do you know what I mean by that? I think that's why he's eating and
you. I think Tony he's just always hungry.
he's hungry for life. He's got a lust for life.
Oh man,
Yeah, a lot of people on this network do.
I think so.
You like if you want to broadcast, and we've talked about this before. I think you got to be a little nutty
A little
because
bit.
it's
A
not a
little
normal
edgy. It takes
behavior
it.
to
It
go ahead.
takes a pair. You know. No, I didn't mean it like that. No disrespect to the females out there that are listening, but you
Hmm.
have to have a little edge. You have to have a little something to do it. Something
But I think
to
you have to have contrast. See, I think part of the reason when you and I talk is so good is, and plus I get you with the governor. Thank you, I appreciate that.
no problem.
And we don't get the 120 version,
No,
120 miles. And even tonight,
no.
I felt like you were like 80 a couple times. That's it. Oh, Mike's in the room. Okay, we'll put it. I'm not going to go 60, but I'll go 80.
Yeah, little cruise control.
And I think too, having a really wonderful woman in the broadcast, you also were like, okay, I got to dial this back. Where if it had been Brother Shannon, Tony D, Ted Hicks,
The the
myself,
the, the good old boys. We just
yeah,
going crazy, having a
yeah,
good time. The
and
boys
then it would
club.
have been. But see, that's the thing. And then once they get smoking, puffing, and
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house
oh, and
down.
then
Yeah,
it's
it gets
just,
wild.
and then it's just the ego fest.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. I mean, I
Yeah,
still miss my look at Blazing with the smoke. There you go,
yeah.
Blaze. I miss my I mean, I know the Sundays used to be a little crazy
Mm-hmm.
on the old platform when we had a lot of people on there. But I kind of liked it. Like I kind of liked the madness because
Yes.
it kind of for some reason it kind of I want to say it gets views
Yeah.
because it's not all about views. I just have a good time
No.
with
Well,
it,
the views are 20% anyways right now, so you can't base
Yeah.
anything.
Oh no, I
I
don't
I
care about
I
that.
think the views on that one will be good long term.
Just yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Long term,
and
it was it
that's the
was
other
cool.
thing is to try to, and I'm telling you this as a friend.
Everything is long range.
Well, the stuff I find that has depth that I think is magnificent, nobody watches. But the
Mhm.
stuff like we did tonight, which is banner back and forth, that shit gets plays. People play them over and over. Because to me, it was tonight was almost like intellectual karaoke,
I like
right?
that.
That's kind of what it was. And there was
Mm,
some banter, and it was fun. It wasn't dry. That is something, and you had a real nice mix.
yes.
You had very four different people, very different walks of life, very different backgrounds, still similar, still respect each other to a level, but
Mm-hmm.
very different. And that is, I think, the perfect environment for great broadcasting. Like it was
I did
good. I
think that
even
was a
said
nice
it at
show.
the end. I said, that's a
I think it
great
was
show.
nice. I think it was
That
nice.
was a
I
great
think
show.
it
I
was
think that's the best one I've ever done with you.
and
That
I
was,
almost didn't come on today either.
yeah.
T Ronnie texted me and was like, "What time we going on?" I'm like,
Oh, let's see.
I'm like every
But that's
Sunday.
when the
I'm like,
universe, right? The universe conspires in your favor.
mm-hmm,
When you don't want to do something, I swear to God, that's when you have to go, get the fuck up. Come on. Come
mm-hmm.
on.
Make it
Do
hot.
it. And then we got in there and we're all having a ball. We were like at one point, I didn't even know what number we were on. Right. And I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what
We
the one where they said about the lying was a number 8 or something. I don't know. It was, and I was like, don't lie, don't gossip. And I was like, well, the network's over.
yeah, it's over.
It's
We're
done.
done.
Shut her down.
All elevators going
Yeah, yeah, I
downstairs.
heard that. It's just
I
done.
was like, yo,
It
it's
was done.
over.
It's built
Oh
on that.
man. Mm-hmm.
It's built on that. And people come on and they literally vomit their life for three
Yeah.
to 6 hours. And I won't mention any names. And I'm like, what? I
Little
feel like
too
going,
much.
stop. Or they bulldoze.
Got you.
I notice you don't do that. And there was a couple times I even had to stop us because we were so bad, right? I was like, guys, let her talk. I was talking more to myself, by the way. I was going, guys. And Tony's like, he reminds me of an auctioneer, 70s, 90s,
I
75,
would
70,
I
80,
was
80,
just getting
80,
ready to say
90,
that.
90, 101.
He would be
So,
great selling those like you say the auction. He'd be right he'd be great on the
yeah.
block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he'd be
That
like,
breath
well,
control,
it
man.
slices, it dices. And if you order right now, you get 2 for $5. All right.
It has to be more energy. It slices, it dices. Like
Yes.
remember
What,
the
and how many times? Where does this person live?
oh man, that's
Micro
crazy.
Machine Dude. What does that mean?
I don't know, maybe it's like as far as like he can keep going as far as without taking a breath like a machine. Like that maybe blazing.
But we have certain individuals,
Mm-hmm.
they don't breathe. And they're rapidly mowing over people. I was really bad at that at the beginning. So you know what I want now? I want a great broadcast. And it doesn't have to be me doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the team is good, great. Go roll. If someone's really good, it's like a band. I don't know if you've ever watched blues bands or rock bands, but
Yeah.
if the guitar player's on fire, they'll go do another.
Just keep going, right? Keep rocking
Keep
and
going.
rolling.
They're
Mm-hmm.
digging you, man. Go. Right.
Copy. Know
So
exactly what you
I want
mean.
to. I know you don't like talking about herd immunity or vaccines, but we
No, I
can
don't
talk
care. I
about.
don't care. I'm just joking. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
I have no problem with that. It's no big deal.
Someone made
Let's
this
go.
huge sign. I
Mm-hmm.
wish I again could show it on the broadcast, but and it says, "When do we reach herd intelligence?" And I was like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" So we're not intellectually there
Second
until
guess.
we hit herd immunity.
I'm thinking
I
that
don't know.
that was a promotion. Yeah, that was a yeah. I think that was a pro-vax promotion. I would assume like after a certain amount of people receive the vaccine, it becomes like herd immunity.
Yeah.
Like in a crowd, I think that's the concept of that is what they meant, what they were referring to.
This next quote is for you.
Okay.
No shit.
Go ahead.
and I mean this, okay? Because you and I are wired this way. Like, we both love a good brand. And I think we're both insanely frustrated right now that we can't use all the tools. Drives us loony. Like, we'll even sulk a bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Just a
and
little
yet this
bit.
is enough. Like, if we had this in the 80s, oh my God.
Oh.
Well,
Oof.
well, I would have been on
Oof.
the network. Well, you were probably how old were you in
I
the
would,
80s?
well, no, I
Where were you
wouldn't have
born?
been. Yeah, I
I
wasn't
was an
ready.
impure thought in nobody's mind.
I was just not even those kid running around. But
Okay, so what year were you born, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in the late 70s,
Okay,
close to
okay,
the
so
80s. Yep.
so
So I was like
we're
a little kid in the 80s.
yeah, yeah, okay. So in if I could have been on in my
Mm-hmm.
glory days, like say 83, let's say they had this technology, would have been a very different outcome. I probably would have been banned every week.
Got you. You weren't ready for it yet.
Oh, I was an idiot. I probably would have been an entertaining idiot.
Me too.
Yeah, and I think some people could have saw beyond the facade, right? I think some. But I think this is where we are, you and I, right now, like business wise in our head, okay? Success does not come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. And you and I are in the trenches every day trying to get this right. And we've built skills. And I even look at broadcast that you did and Tony D. Tony D is morphed in the last 6 months. If anything, now he might be too comfortable.
He's in
And
the
that's
zone
where you
with it.
have to check yourself sometimes,
Got you. Yeah. Got
right? Because I
you. I see
think
what you
people
mean.
will listen to you or I and go, like, you guys don't give an F, right? We go on, we can chat about pretty much nothing. And if we get four of us, we can chat about nothing for
A long
an
time.
hour or so and make it quite entertaining. Do we stay on point? I don't know.
Well, it's like if you're driving and like you're talking and sometimes you stray up over the lane a little bit and you're like, oops, you're not paying attention.
Hmm.
Like if you're having a conversation or something like that. So we kind of stay in the lane.
We try.
We
We
go
try.
out when we want to, like we'll
But
go
we
out
are
in the lane
definitely
if we
the
want to.
OCD network here on Happs,
Copy.
right? Yeah, and I think if you have individuals who have big personalities, which is I think what happens, like if you and Tony were on, it would be a great fire, right? It's a great fire, great fire. You get brother Shannon on there, you're burning buildings, right? And then you add Edward, right? He might be trying to put some water on that inferno.
He's trying to
Yeah,
douse the
so
flames.
well, I was worried. The one night I heard the lineup and I went, "Oh,
Like, oh yeah, I was watching. I was in the chat
it was
actually, and
Edward," and
it
I
was
was like,
Ed,
"Oh,"
Shannon, and Tony, and they
I
were
was like,
talking marriage. I watched that broadcast. Well, I was
mm-hmm,
listening in, shall I say, not not a few different things. Not marriage. That was well, there was a lot of different things. They covered a few different things, but I do
yeah.
remember that. I was like, okay, brother Shay, but bro Shay, he was cool. He was keeping it kind of, you know. But we all have different opinions on things, which is, how that goes.
Well, it's different volume systems, right?
That too as well.
And
Yes,
we all
from
view
different
life
walks.
through a different lens. All of
Yes,
us.
different walks. Yep.
Yeah. So if you and I were to talk to each other 20 years ago, we probably wouldn't get along, or
Hmm.
we'd get along famously and be in trouble. Who knows? But I don't know.
I'm thinking trouble.
Trouble, and you get Tony D in incarceration, but we won't. Um, so I'm going to read that one more time because I love it. Success does not come from what you do occasionally; it comes from what you do consistently. And you and I have tried to build a brand, sometimes even together, on
Mhm.
this platform, and we've met
Yes.
at times massive resistance,
Yes.
judgment. But I'm a big believer that all great ideas meet some forms of resistance.
Of course. course. Because if it wasn't, it would no one would be paying attention to it. Also,
So
possibly.
if you had the ability to change a few things in the new year about yourself,
Okay.
what would they be and why? And you couldn't, and
Let me
know
think.
that you and I are close enough that if there's ever
Yeah.
something you don't want to say, you just can go
Yeah.
next. We did that
Yeah.
the other
Like
one.
you'd be
We
like,
got to whatever number it was about the lying
mm,
one,
it's like
and then I think it was number 8. Anyway, can we go to 9?
thou shall not. Something. He's like, no,
Yeah, I
no.
know.
We
And it
gotta
was
keep
like
going. Keep going.
gossip lie. It was like, yeah, what's
Platform
that thing?
over.
I take the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. That's a good question.
And anybody
hmm,
who's in the comments or in the replay, if there's anything that you feel like you're currently working on, just tell us what it is, and that would be great.
yeah. But
And I do
let's
read the
see.
comments. Oh, I missed you, Hannah.
Hannah. Oh.
Decluttering. I miss. She is such a bright light. Um, what is the time where you are right now? I'm just curious. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. When you're on late, you get people from all over the world. Yeah.
11:51.
It's the same as us. She's the same timeline as us. But
Oh,
um,
okay. I was about to say, well, what is that? No. Where is she? Oh, okay.
yeah. Um, you know, we both need to work on shit.
For sure.
Do you want me to give you an example with myself, and maybe that'll help? I'll warm up the pie, and then you can.
Um,
Or are
well,
you ready?
I was gonna go. Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
roll.
let's
I was
throw a
gonna roll.
slice out. Here we go. Any ice cream on
Mm,
it? Okay, go ahead.
nah, just plain.
Just plain.
Just a plain.
What's the flavor?
Um, you know what I could do because I'm pushing to do a few things. But I guess it's just the time of the year. I don't know. I'm feeling a little slow, a little bit. I got to get back up, and it doesn't seem like from the outside looking in, it doesn't really seem like it. But I just feel like maybe it's a little end of the year fatigue kind of thing
Yeah,
going on. Maybe
yeah. Well, they
a
call
little
it COVID
fatigue.
fatigue too, buddy.
Maybe,
We've
yeah.
been in this crazy radical experiment now for over 2 years.
Believe it or not, it's coming up on 2 years. Yeah, I didn't because I couldn't really put my finger on it. I'm like, it's holiday. I feel like a little. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, I think it could be. But I'm just like I gotta find my pep. I gotta get back. Get back like at full.
Glide in your stride.
Yeah, but my 80 is just as good as a hundred for some people. So I don't feel like I'm falling like behind. You know what I mean? Because when
No,
I'm at a
but you know
hundred, I'm
what? I
trying
love
to.
that you're being real. We all
You
feel
know?
in like I spent a month in a funk and still
Yeah.
came on here was guy Smiley. Like
Mm.
no, but you got to. The show must go on. Freddie
Yes,
Mercury,
sir.
right? Said that. It just
Mm-hmm.
you have to. And I always look at it like both of us tonight did not want to go on. If someone had said to me, "You're going to do smoke show," I would have went fine. And then once I caught my energy right and got my headset right, I was like, "Okay, do another. Get it
Yeah.
in. Get it
Get it
in."
in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's a quote, I'll never forget it. Someone said it. If you get your shoes on and you get outside and you have your track pants on and everything else and you take the first steps, you're 80% on your way to finishing the walk. But it's getting yourself
Mm-hmm.
to do the routine. And that's the difference I think between people who are successful and not, is they have this unshakable will to go get the fuck up and go. Like, you remember my videos.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Love them.
mother,
Oh, I love it.
your mother ain't gonna help you. Get the fuck up.
Yeah, I like those.
Right?
I
You know
miss
what I
those.
mean?
I
And
miss
he didn't
those.
say
Yeah.
F. Sometimes
Yeah.
I
But
think they'd, but
it
that
was.
was the energy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People
Absolutely.
hated those videos, hated them or loved them. And people go, I don't do well when you shout at me.
Oh man,
I did. I got. Please don't play
I couldn't
those.
believe that. I really couldn't. Like when you first said it before a couple of weeks back, that a few people were like, "Oh my gosh, that thing is."
It's too
crazy. I'm like,
much. Oh yeah.
I could see how it could be. Well, I can't see. Let me be genuine. I can't really see, but I
So
gotta be.
Hannah says she wants to declutter. What else, Hannah? Do you want to change in your life? You're still there. I could declutter,
Yeah, if
and
you haven't
and
used
I'd
it in
have it
2 years, throw
cluttered
it
right
out.
back in about 3 days.
If it hasn't been used in 2 years, throw it out.
Well,
Unless it's a collectible.
you know what they say. Really creative minds don't have clean spaces. They've proven that.
Okay. Okay.
Some of the brightest people don't have legible writing.
Yes.
I want to exercise more. Me too. Oh, how
Oh
about you, bud?
man.
Do you want to exercise?
I
I
could use a
force
little, but
myself.
I'm very active though. I'm very active, but as far as a exercise routine,
Hmm. How are
I
you active, if without being too personal?
as in I get out and I get X amount of steps in every day as far
How
as
many
on
steps a day do you
foot.
get?
On foot. I try to get over 8,000 every day.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's, that's like an average 8 to 10, but I try to get my steps in. But it's starting to get a
Yeah.
little cold out now, and
I
and
definitely
I'm
get
like,
10,000.
I'm in a
So,
funk. I'm
so
like,
every hour that you walk, on average, how many steps is that?
um, it depends on what you're doing. Like, cause I could be like walking, say, in a outdoor shopping setting. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
wouldn't really pay attention
But I mean, if
to.
you're
But as far
exercising,
as
let's say
if you're
you're going,
exercising,
yeah, like I go to the graveyard and try to walk as fast as I can, and I try to
right,
walk for 50 minutes. I'm
outrun the
curious.
zombies.
I may have to get one of those.
I'm
What's
joking.
that?
I said outrun the zombies. I'm
The
joking.
zombies. You know what? You know why I love the graveyard? You might think this is odd. It's a reminder of how precious life is,
That's not odd at all,
and it's
actually.
beautiful there. Like there's so much nature, and it's peaceful. Now you do see a lot of people crying. Their headstones. Today, there was all these people. It was so sweet, and they were holding hands, and some were bowing, and it was because you have all these different cultures in Toronto. And I was like, will anyone ever shed a tear at my grave? That person did something right. Like, well done, touche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at
True.
that. Hello, sir. I don't. Is it
Bikas,
Bikas?
what's up, man?
How
Yeah,
do you pronounce that?
Bikas. Bikas
Bikas.
Albert. He's in
He's a
India.
good man.
I had played one of his sound bites. I actually at the end of the show I played I
Yeah.
have sound bites of like just like saying what's up, and
Yeah.
I have one from Beakus also when I was shouting him out, telling people to subscribe, check him out.
You have a
How's it going,
soundbite
brother?
for me? What soundbite do you have for me? Did
This
you just
was
say that, or was that my ego going? He has a soundbite of me.
no sound bite from Mike. Yeah, yeah. Also like yeah, it was I mean I could play it if you want. I mean, it's okay.
I think I'm afraid.
No,
Be
no, it's not.
afraid.
No, it was you
Be
and Randy having a
afraid.
conversation, and actually, wait, hold on, with
Oh my God.
no, it wasn't anything. No, no, it was cool. It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, man.
hold
It's
on.
cool.
Sunday Night Smoke podcast. What's up, Sunday Night Smoke?
He's awesome, by the way. He is fun. You and him would get along famously.
They're pretty mod, nothing crazy,
Yeah, I know.
just
It's good. It's good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because him and I sometimes went down alleys we shouldn't go down.
yeah. But I wouldn't put
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
read.
Yeah.
I have to keep it.
Randy and I were like the odd couple. You know.
The kings of mediocrity. What was that you
Yeah,
said
yeah,
before?
yeah. Mediocrity. Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't good. Well, I think what that was is they critiqued what he was doing,
Hmm.
and I think they said something along those lines, and it stuck, and I think he just spun it, and that was kind of him saying an "fu" to them,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think that was directed towards Happs. It's just a theory. I could be wrong. Someone definitely said it, but there were broadcasts him and I were on, and we were on like for 2 hours, and we shouldn't have been on for 20 minutes because we don't have the flow that you and I have, or certain individuals you can sit with them and just talk forever. Like
Hmm.
I can imagine if we had Joe Rogan here, we could talk for 3 hours,
Oh yeah.
and he would keep it spicy enough and crazy enough. And now, problem is, if you were ever at his studio, he's got you drinking and
It gets
smoking up.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah,
well,
it gets
he
a
had
little.
Elon, and they're doing
Oh, I saw
mushrooms.
that. I watched. Oh, that was one of the most viewed episodes ever. That's a little.
Oh, like, and
They did a
Elon
little
was
extra.
gone. He was
Yeah,
gone, and people were texting him, going, "What are you doing?
like, buddy, buddy,
Stop,
hello. Hmm.
stop." Well, you know what? He was man of the year.
Yeah, that was.
He-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He actually was. Yeah, he did receive that. Yeah, he sure as hell did.
Okay, I'm going to read this. You ready?
Go for it.
I'm not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I'm afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Isn't that funny? Yeah. But
Not really, actually.
yeah, you know who said that? Alexander the Great.
Oh wow.
I'll
I
read it
can
one more
imagine.
time. I'm not afraid of an army of lions led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Lions are incredibly intelligent and know their strengths. And they'll fight game that are so much larger than them at night. Because especially elephants can't see well in the dark.
Yes.
And they'll surprise attack herds. And sometimes they're so quiet that they'll take a youngin and they only know by the crying, and they're already gone. They're dead. Yeah, yeah. But I'm hoping that the platform here will continue to grow. I hope that we get some of the people back in the near future. You and I will be as happy, and Tony D will be so happy. You two will be happy when Screen Share comes back. I'll be happy when we can play videos. So what did you do? What did you use Screen Share for? Explain to me what you used it for.
Well, what I did screen share before when it was
Full
before
platinum.
I started using before I started using the present feature on here,
Mm-hmm.
okay, on the Happs television, I was pretty much keeping a radio type format where you didn't really see anything. You just hear everybody's, you hear the so for example, I would play a story, whether it's a news clip, a magazine article, a personal
Yeah.
something to that effect. So I would share that with everyone, with the audience, and we would give our opinions on it because it's opinion radio. It's dubbed as opinion radio show. So that's pretty much what we would use it for, as far as on the Sunday Night Smoke podcast. So I would line up a few different things depending on what the topic was going to be. I would line up a few different videos on what it would be, and we would present them in between as the show would go along. So
Did
like
you
we
ever
would present
present news
one,
clips or
two,
anything
three.
like that
Of
from it?
course,
Yeah.
of course. Oh
I think a
man,
lot of people
of
who did
course.
news
Cousins.
based stuff used it. The only find I found it sluggish.
It's a little sluggish, but the volume is going right. But it picked up a little slow. Like say for example, if I'm
Yeah.
playing a 3 minute clip, the first 30 seconds may be a little sluggish as far as the like it'll freeze for a second, it'll move for
Mm-hmm.
a second, but it doesn't matter because as long as everyone is still hearing the content where they
Yeah.
can, make
See
their
where the
judgment.
perfectionist in me drove me crazy. So what I would do was I would tape it. I'd
Yes.
get it from the net and then download it, and then it would be seamless if the file format was compatible. And I noticed that there were certain things that weren't compatible.
Oh.
So you could only use certain formats with this, which is fine. And I sometimes could even take one format and change it to the format that would work. But I miss the days like I would say last week, I kept playing ones where I had music and I had different guests, and we had such a beautiful stable of talent 6 months ago. Like it was pretty rich and deep. Where now
Very.
there's what, maybe a third of the people?
I would say less than a third. I would
No,
to
I'm
be
talking the
honest.
top talent.
Oh, as far as the top.
the
Yeah, I
top
would
talent. Like
maybe
we
like
had
leftover. Yeah,
we
maybe
had a
about a third.
stable, and it was so funny. I've been looking at stuff. I've been reminiscing because we've gone into our first year, and I'm looking at some of the first shows, and I'm going, that person's not here. That person's not here. That person's not here. This person's not here. Like so many people who
Brutal.
were, I thought, amazing content creators were stayed for a while, 2 to 3 months, but I think that's pretty common in any format. They just kind of go to the next flavor. That's what people do, and there has been a lot of them. Are you on anything else besides Happs? Tell me all the formats you're on before we go.
Just YouTube, just YouTube. Besides apps,
I love YouTube.
um, me too. Actually, I have to grow the channel a little more,
Yeah.
but as
How
far
many
as radio
subscribers do you
wise,
have? Do you know?
on YouTube, oh, less than 100. It's very small actually. I
Yeah.
don't really
See,
do any.
I have 3,200 now.
I'm gonna what I was doing, right, and
Yeah.
what I was doing is I wasn't really growing the channel. I wasn't what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, Happs will
I
help
didn't
that.
expand it. Well, perhaps yes, that's exactly
Like in the year that I've been
exactly
on, I no shit
exactly.
without trying.
Hmm.
I think I gained 1,200.
Yes,
So and that was without effort. That wasn't like me focusing on it. That was just
just
a residual benefit.
yes, nice, very nice. And yeah. Besides YouTube, Blog Talk Radio, and
What is
that's
that?
the radio. It's like it's an app just like this.
Okay, and it's
It's the
called, what's it
radio
called? Give me, just maybe put it in
blog.
the comments. Blog.
Yeah, BLOGTALK,
Yeah.
Blog Talk Radio.
Okay,
Yes,
and it's a
and
free app.
yeah, it's an app. And but what they do also, they
Mm-hmm.
for, you can do different things on it, right? It's an app, but at the same time it also provides services. So when you hear like if you ever listen to the show and say, okay, we're gonna go to the phone lines,
Yeah.
that's where that because that's directly plugged into the radio format network.
Okay, so you used to
So
get, so when you linked it to Blog Talk Radio, you would get
yes,
call in people.
yes,
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
yeah.
That's so old
So when
school.
you hear yeah, so if you
Quality's
ever
not
see
great
hear
though, right? Quality's
no,
not great.
it's pretty. You know
Decent.
what it is? It's yes, it's
It's
pretty
decent.
decent to be honest.
Not like
It's like a
this. This
regular.
is
It's like
crazy good.
with the Haps, right? When I plugged it, when I use it, because I use it. I mean, since with the new format, I haven't used it, but
Hmm.
I'm like, it's it's just everyday business. It's just like a regular phone call, to be honest. And
Yeah.
it's just being, and it's just somebody else that's able to interact with the panel and myself as well. So it's just like, but it wasn't bad at all. Pretty. It worked with Haps pretty good actually.
Are you going to extend, before we go, are you going to extend an invite to people who don't have the 1,000 followers to maybe come on your show? Like
For
you
sure,
you
of
you
course.
have to piggyback.
Piggyback. Thinking money,
Um,
you're thinking money.
yeah.
No, I'm joking.
No, it's just it's old brain. They call that an old man fart. That's I was hoping to see Colin. So I'm just gonna put this here. He'll see this later. But he was supposed to do a show with me this weekend, and it just didn't happen. But I think a lot of people right
What's
now
up
with
with that?
Christmas are stressed out, overwhelmed, financially strapped,
Mhm.
not looking forward to spending time with their family, or are.
I
Why
don't
is
mean
that
to
funny
laugh.
to you?
No, I don't mean to laugh. No, I'm fine. I'm a family guy. I'm a fun guy to be around. I have a good time. I am the party. I make it,
Yeah.
when need be. When we got to liven it up, I'm the one to do that. If we got to lay back, I'm the one to just chill
Well,
too.
you had
So
some of those bro fest where you were drinking and
yeah, we'll
on
have.
Haps,
Oh
you
yeah,
remember?
we'll wild out. We'll have some fun. Yeah, of course, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we got to mix it up a little bit. Like
And
all
I
work
and
and
I
no play
enjoyed your
makes
show
Jack
when you were
man.
on your trip.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, a little wild, a little crazy, a little wild.
Yeah.
But I
But
like to
but
unwind
mostly
every day.
chill, which is good. Like that shows the maturity in you.
I'm not that young. I'm in my 40s. So it's like,
No, but you know what I mean. Hey, there are a lot of guys that are in their 50s that chase women that are 20
damn.
and
Okay.
act like they're 30.
Oh yeah. I know a few myself. Yeah. No doubt.
You
No
know,
doubt.
it's like that thing. I'm drinking triples, seeing double, and acting single.
And acting single.
Oh yeah, Mel.
Let's
Wishing
see.
you and
What's
everyone
up,
a
Mel?
wonderful Christmas. I love her. I try to support her on
Melanated
Twitter.
in the house.
She is a beam of positive energy. She's so generous and kind.
Hearts in love.
Mel, what do we got to do to help Happs here? Because and we were talking earlier. Well, I don't think you were here, but we were talking about. I've been reminiscing, looking at old videos because you can easily see them on YouTube.
Yes.
Of all the content creators that have left Happs permanently, and way before, we did because we've had what 3 or 4 incarnations of what this is, and I'm telling you, the screen quality and the audio was not like this in the beginning. I watched
No
a video
way.
and I was like, oh, this is not anywhere near as good as it is now. This is state of the art
It
if
looks
you think
clean.
about it.
I think so. It works. I mean, I have no
And if
complaints
you're a
except for what
musician
we
and you're
missed
playing guitar now,
on the
fuck, it's
keyboard.
great. It was shit before. I'm sorry. I don't swear a lot, but it was god awful at the
It
beginning. It was
was.
bizarrely horrible. Where now you can hear real clarity between the voice and the music, and like
Even the crowd, the audience too.
it's so much better. No, but I'm talking like musicians because before it was
Gotcha.
like I felt bad for them. I was like, this does not sound like what you sound like.
Yes.
And musicians pride themselves on sounding as good as they can. That's why
That's the
some of them have
game.
so much equipment. Yeah. Is there anything you want to discuss
They got
before we
that.
go? I honestly just wanted to get a show in, put in something for about an hour.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I was like, let me follow over there, see what see what
I
you
love what
digging
Mel's
about.
saying here too. From what I hear, people have had trouble logging in. Fuck,
And
that's
that is
not
a start.
good.
Yeah, Chrissy, Katz, a few people had
Is
problems
that people
logging
on
in.
Apple?
I think Chrissy was using Apple.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but
Apple's
T
tricky.
Roney actually was having some trouble last week. Excuse me, last week. No, the week before last, because I
Yeah,
didn't. Oh man, I missed the Sunday last week for the first time since April.
yeah.
It's like, but whatever.
You
Yeah,
needed a
she was
break,
having
buddy.
problems getting on. Well, it wasn't really that, but she was having problems. She was having so
Yeah,
many issues with the thing. It was like madness. So I was like, we good. We'll
they're
just,
fiddling with it. They are.
you know,
They're trying to get it as good as possible, and maybe they're trying to implement some of these new features. Like
good. Hopefully,
I'm shocked at how good the picture quality is, how well it syncs up. I love that you can award people. So here's the thing: if I go on your show and people like me, they can give me an award. They can give me an award later.
yeah.
So you're not wasting your
On the
time
replay.
going on somebody else's show if your goal is to get some payment. So if the show, let's say, is wildly, I don't know, popular 2 years
Wildly.
from now, you can still get paid on it.
Yep.
You can
It's
also
still
get
there.
shit from it and flack and all kinds of other stuff, but
Internet's forever.
forever. Okay, do you have that list in front of you? Or
What,
can
the
you do some of?
commandments?
Yeah, do you have that with you, by the way?
Actually, I could pull it up on a separate thing because I do have the.
Okay, well, if you do, I would
you
love
give
to
me, I
read
don't have
that
it right in
off.
front of me. I don't have it right in front of me. Actually, I
Okay,
would
well,
have to
yeah.
pull it up off of.
Do you
see
like
if I
tap
can
your
grab
heels
it
3
real quick.
times and say things like "No place like home, no place like home"?
Nah. Let's see if I could just pull this up real quick. Here.
So Mel, I didn't know that there were individuals that still can't get up. That's bad.
Yeah. Some people are having problems.
Oh,
With
that's
it.
if you want to completely lose people, make it difficult to get on.
Tell me
And
about
then
it.
I think you have to have 1,000 followers now, which seems very reasonable to me.
Yeah, because 10 was
but
too much. 10,000
well,
was a little
and
too
I
much
think
for beginners.
there were a lot of people that were going to have a rough time getting 1,000. So What I suggest to you is get someone who does have, or several people, and just build your brand. Be on every day, and before you know it, and here on Happs, let's all follow each other. It's not that difficult.
Yep. Just press a button.
Yeah.
Hit
And
that
if we
like
can,
button.
people who are
Hit the
blocking
subscribe.
each other, I blocked 2 people last year. I've unblocked them already, and I've calmed down. We hope. We can hold the fort until the troops return. I like that. I think they will. Oh, what do you think, Mel? I think they'll come back when we get the photos, the screen share. A lot of people are pissed off about the Zoom. I never used the Zoom. But I guess if you're in nature, you need that. It's like horrible without it. So, yeah. I didn't know. And think about it. There's quite a few people who use Apple. So if
Quite a
they're
few.
still having
The
issues
majority,
with
I
it,
think, the majority of people using Apple in the
Yeah.
States.
well, I noticed my tablet was way better. I haven't tried to broadcast on it yet. I haven't done that. I'll have to try it one day. I feel very secure and safe when I'm on the computer, but I think a lot of people we lost because of landscape, because they couldn't do their shows.
Yep.
They didn't have enough space to do it. So, and I've seen people try to be creative with the smaller space, but it's tougher.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because like you have to do different.
Well, it was double wide. It was double wide of what it is now, I think. Pretty damn close.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I have
yeah.
this in front of me. I'm trying to. I do have these. I have this in front of me. Let me see here.
Well, even if we do a couple, I think one of the most powerful ones that you said about don't overshare.
Yes. Okay, I can talk about that right off the bat. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't overshare. You don't have to
number
tell the
6.
whole world your whole life story. They don't
Oh, here
need
we
to
go.
know your
All of them are
address, your
right.
phone number, and your social insurance.
I have them right in front of me right now. Okay.
Oh, cool.
I have all
Cool.
of them.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So
I got
source
my
number
people
1.
to talk to his people.
Yeah,
And-
and this is what we came up with.
And this is what we came up with Tony D. And who else was in the show, my friend? Watch the show.
Tony
It was
D wasn't
fantastic
there.
today.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, Tony D was there. The original one he wasn't, but we were looking for him, but he had to take care of some business that day. So once the number 2 came, but let's start from the beginning. Number 1 was thou shalt not troll the smoke. The number 2 was thou shall actually. Oh, see, these are in a different order actually, but
That's
not
okay.
exactly.
It doesn't.
Thou shalt
We
keep the meals light on camera. Keeping the meals light on camera. That was number 2. Okay.
And then I
Number
think it got
3.
into don't have a 3-course meal.
Yes, as in keep the meals light, as in no 3-course meals. But then there was a revision to that says
Oh, there are many
if you cook-
revisions tonight.
too many, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But this was part of the original revision from the same night, because at the
Okay.
end I was like, well, wait a minute, for those that cook. So if you cook the meal on Happs in front of everybody, you have to eat it.
Right.
You have to eat at least a little piece of every
Yeah.
piece to make sure, because if you're giving out recipes, we want to
Do
make
you
sure
remember what
it's
Tony
good.
said? Do you remember what Tony said? No problem.
No problem.
No problem. I can do that.
Remember when I made the? I'm like, all right, like, all right, bro. But yeah. So if you cook it, you have to eat a little of it so we can see it to make sure you're not giving out bootleg recipes. Also, thou shall drink and smoke on camera at your own discretion. Remember, the internet is forever. Okay.
Yes.
The next one was thou shalt wear clothes at own discretion while broadcasting, as in be careful on what you're wearing. You know what I mean? At your own discretion if you want to expose.
I've seen
We've different
broadcasts where
things.
people are in their bed with just a sheet. Nothing else. Butt naked.
Which I didn't see that one, but
Yeah, and I said, look,
Is the
Tony,
replay still around?
buddy, don't be on yet. Just get dressed.
You stupid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, at discretion. Excuse me. Let me
Let me clear my throat. Do you remember that? Everybody loved that song. Everybody loved that song.
Yeah, that was Chuck Brown, wasn't it?
I don't know,
Go-go
but it was
artist from
good.
DC. Oh, let me tell you, just in case you want to look it up. Chuck Brown is
Bernie's in the
he was a
house.
famous go-go artist from DC, Washington DC area. Very famous. What's up,
Bernie
man?
says I
What's
must be
good?
watching the wrong streams. Okay, because with the nudity.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
catch. Yeah, I didn't see that either, Burn. I'm like, okay, but
Oh,
how's it
there's
going, Bernie? What's up?
there's a couple people that they're constantly on. I won't say their names.
That's
It's
all good. Just
females
the DJ.
that
Yeah,
I've
I see a little bit of stuff going on. I see a
yeah,
little bit.
and
Looking up a few.
they're naked and they just got their sheet on. They're talking to people,
Just, you know.
and the storyline is I can't pay my rent. I need a car payment.
Whew.
Smoke said he would pay me. No, there was
Oh
no.
hell no.
Hell no.
Oh hell to
Hell
the no.
no.
Hell to the no. All right. So the next one was thou thou shalt not cuss each other. Show
Mm-hmm.
love and respect to one
That
another.
that is a
Okay.
huge problem on here.
You know.
Huge problem. We constantly have people telling each other to F it or go F yourself and all this other stuff. It's not like
Madness.
Periscope. Periscope was crazy.
Reckless.
There is a comment here I want to address because we love Mel. Both of us love Mel. I know we do. People will do what they need for their content. It is a free app. You see what I said? Free app. A free app. However, making logging in easier and being able to find, yeah. See, you, I can't say anything nice about that. This next part, it's really difficult to find anybody. It's
Sometimes
really
I'm not getting
difficult
alerts.
to find. Like tonight, Tony couldn't find your broadcast. He only found it because he saw my Facebook.
Yeah, and I had sent him an invite already. I was
He
like,
was
"Hey, we're back
aware
up."
only through through Facebook, through me,
That's
because him and
crazy.
I are linked on Facebook. Like that's wacko.
And we were just on the broadcast, and it got cut off. Actually, we were going live. We were live for about maybe 45 minutes, and something happened. I got cut off. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me, I got cut off, and when him and Roni was still on because I seen them simultaneously. They were on my YouTube channel. They were still going. I was trying to find my
Yeah,
way back, and I couldn't get back in, so we ended it. But I sent them both an invite. She came right back, but he couldn't. He didn't get the invite. He couldn't. I
but
don't know. It was weird.
that's unacceptable. Like we need to be able to
I
know
mean,
when people are coming on. And
yeah,
it used to be like crazy. Oh my god! Like when Happs was at its peak, my bloody iPad was ping, ping,
every
ping,
minute.
ping, ping, ping,
Hmm.
ping, ping. It was
I used
crazy.
to have to turn it down.
Let me clear my throat.
Hmm.
I got that in my head now. What
uh,
time is it burning where you are right now? And Mel, you're in the same area, kind of. They're in their afternoon, and they're in their summer.
yeah, Bernie, are you watering the grass right now? That's a joke. We were joking earlier.
Were you?
Like,
Are you and
yeah,
Bernie
yeah.
Buds?
This well, we've been on.
I want to
We
get
joked
Bernie on my
around. We've
old
been on there
Farts
for
Folly
just
show.
about 23. Yeah, me and Bernie clowned around before a couple of times on the Slam TV tip. I'm Sunday today. I'm Sunday smoke. Monday through Friday, I'm slamming them. Oh, you're gonna water the garden soon. There you go. All right, water the garden. Have a nice brewski. If it's hot out, have a nice cold beer or something.
Well, you know what?
Relax.
Friendships are like gardens. You got to water them, nurture them, right? That's what we're
Yep.
doing right now.
There you go. 28 Celsius. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah.
That's good
Good.
living. That is good.
Lovely.
That is really good living. So before we go, and I do
Yes,
need to
sir.
go, I'm
Got you.
very proud of myself. I did not want to do a broadcast tonight. I will be real.
Me
Um,
neither, man.
it sounds like
We got
Smoke
it
didn't
in.
want to do a broadcast. We did a phenomenal broadcast together with Tony D, and the other lady's name is Mrs. Robinson.
T. Roney Robinson. Yep. Yep. Miss Robinson. T. Roney. Mm-hmm.
Um, It is basically about the conduct on Happs. What did you call it again? The 10
The 10
rules? Or
Happs commandments.
yes. I actually thought I was going to be talking about the commandments, so I was like cringing, going, "Okay, let's do it." But I found out it was a lot more fun. It's a great broadcast. One of the better ones that I've seen in a while. But before we go, anybody that's with us right now, and it's just a handful of us, or anybody in the replay later, just tell me some of the things that you miss most about your experience now in Happs. Some of the tools that you used to have that you wish you had back. And not to be petty, but I think it's important that we keep pressing on the things that we need. Like what we have so far, what's been served to us so far, I really like. Like I love the award system here. I love that you can have 4 people. I don't think you need more than 4 people. I remember when we used to have 8 and God, what was it at one? I think you
Like
could
a
have
nice
8
little
and then
circus.
1 in the back. Remember we used to have that?
We used
I would
to have 2
sometimes have
people
you in the
back.
room,
We
but
had
we could
2.
still hear you.
It'd be 8 people on the screen and 2 people off screen.
But you could hear you
be
sometimes.
10.
It was weird.
Yeah, you could be off the screen but still coming
Be
through.
heard.
Yes.
I think. I don't know. It's so
Yeah,
long ago. It feels like
definitely. I used to
another
do that all the
life.
time. I used to do.
Feels like another
I'm
life to
still,
me.
I'm still looking for the features
Yeah.
as the show's going. I'm still like, oh no, sorry. I'm still scrolling
But
the mouse around.
even if they made it 5, that means you plus 4. I think any more than 5 is chaos. I really do. I think it degrades the quality of the broadcast, and it's hard for them to keep up with the streaming because the bandwidth on that would be bizarre, bonkers.
4 is cool. 4, I'll take the 4.
Four is still only
cool.
3
It's
people,
reasonable.
though. It's still 3
it's
people,
cool.
right? And someone brought that up the other day, and I thought that was really powerful because I was like, yeah. So what I have is I'm on
Tony D
Linux.
in the building.
I can see comments through there because I get notifications and the streams. So I'm doing something right. You can go in and ask for the permissions to have things come up. So maybe people aren't doing that because unless you ask for it, you won't get the updates. And I don't mean it. Sorry, that people coming on air. What's the best way to say that?
Yeah, updates. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
Thing. Yeah.
The announcements, the morning announcements. Tony D, what's up? I invited you, buddy, on Brian with
He's
Jason.
on. Yeah, he's multi.
Do you get a migraine when you talk about
multitasker.
football at all? Do you ever get
I'm sorry. Say it again.
I'm talking to Tony D. I can talk about football for about 15 minutes and I'm done. To each his own. Some guys make their living doing that.
It's very popular in the States over here. It's in the U.S. Man, football is the number one most popular sport actually in the States.
Oh, it's religion. It is its own religion. It's
Football.
scary. Even college.
Yep.
College, university,
Football. Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
Huge.
Those
Huge.
Michigan games, I couldn't believe how many thousands of people went.
70.
Crazy. Crazy.
70
Like
plus.
we have Canadian Football League here, the CFL, right? They're lucky to get 5,000 people. That tops.
Not popping.
No.
Wow.
So
Not popping
so
in
where is
Canada.
all that money going? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of merch. That's a
Well, it's
lot
the
of
biggest-
popcorn and pop
Well, they
and
do
all the.
some- Yeah, they do profit sharing.
Didn't see an
Tony
invite.
D
You
didn't.
ha-
Yeah, Tony D didn't see it. But they do
Let's look.
profit sharing as far as the merchandise, like the jerseys and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like they do. So yeah. It's huge. In the States, it's huge, man. That's like the number one.
You have
Number
one now,
sport,
buddy.
actually.
I would have swore on a stack of Bibles that I had invited you. I'm sorry. There you go. I think it's because we've been talking about you so much.
Talk them up. You say your name 3 times and he appears. We
I
gotta
like
order him a
that.
salad first.
Well, he's still waiting on the salad that will be delivered tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. The
God,
delivery
he
guy
got
will be
so
full
mad.
and
You
sleep.
would have swore someone stole his car.
No, they stole the salad.
They stole my salad.
That's more important
And
in the
then it
time
was
of
funny
need.
because Chris Gales was going, "Yeah, they sent it here, man. It was good. Thanks. I loved it."
Oh man, wow! You gotta love it. A lot of good
Tony
times.
Tone 163, known on the Twitter. Yeah.
American football is for pansies. They wear padding. Oh, so rugby is what the equivalent is the padless
You know, but
football.
but
What
you
is
know
it?
what's great about
Australian
rugby?
football
They
players
don't have
don't.
the
Do they call it
injuries.
football?
They don't have the injuries in that like they do in real football. Sorry, I shouldn't call it
Because
real
people are
football.
running around with pads on, and
Right, and
they're
they're
like
vicious.
invincible. Yeah, we
Right.
going crazy with the
If you want to
pads.
make a game civil, have it where nobody wears a helmet.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Absolutely. Yep, yep. And you take it easy. Like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Soccer's kind of crazy though, too.
I like soccer.
Tony's here. Tony, I wanted to bring you up just to
TD in
talk
the
about the
house.
show that we did tonight
Sure.
and promote it here for Smoke because I really felt it was one of the better shows we've done in a long time.
There are always going to be better shows when we try to find ways to improve the platform. So I would agree with you.
Why do you sound better on my broadcast than you did?
You set it up for me to be this good up here. That's why.
No, it's weird. Some nights, like Smoke, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you sounded
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
were in a windstorm on
Tonight
Yeah.
you
yours.
did. It was
I was
distant, but
all
I
over.
heard
You
you.
know what it is? I wasn't in front of the thing the whole time. Like for the most part, like about 80% of this broadcast I kind of was, but I was all over. I was trying to do some
No, but you
things
sound great right now. This is
while we were
among the
hanging
best I've heard
also.
you in a while.
Cool. But I
And
have to
Tony
remember to
sounds
keep messing
great.
with the settings and stuff.
Tony, did you feel like we were maybe targeting you tonight? That we were
No, it
being
was fun.
unfair in any
It was
way?
fun. It was fun.
You know, it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun because I do all that
How do
stuff.
you feel about when people are eating on other broadcasts? Does that bother you when people are chewing?
If you're gross with doing it, it can't bother me. But to me, with all of us being at home and everybody zooming and teleconferencing over the past year and a half,
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. I understand people eating, I understand people doing laundry, cleaning the house, taking care of the kids, all of that. If
Uh-huh.
you're able to even, because to me, if communication is key and all of
Hmm.
our communication is mobile, I don't understand why people don't communicate. You just don't want to. So for us, that we up in here having fun more than anything, or looking for input, or just checking on people more than anything, it doesn't bother me what a lot of people do, unless you're just blatantly rude, disrespectful,
Thank
and an
you so
ass.
much, and I mean this over the year. And I'm not trying to say that we don't do it, but you've been so committed
Hmm.
to making this experience for the
Yes,
average person more rewarding.
it's
And
fun, and people
True
were brand new to
indeed.
teleconferencing over the past year. Video conferencing and teleconferencing, people were new. So to me, hey Ellen, a lot of us
Ellen
need to help
M7 in
each
the
other
house.
instead of looking at each other like we're
mhm,
stupid or we're ignorant. Because that is a
yes,
strong word, and I'll tell anybody that's a strong word. If you just don't know, you just don't damn know. Ignorant is derogatory in some places. So what I tell
right,
people is, okay, if you're new to it or you don't know, holler at me. I'll help you out. It's no problem. And I don't have to
hmm.
do it being sarcastic. I don't have to do it shooting you down, calling you out. I don't. But that's
Smoke
just me.
now that we have Tony D here, if we can ramble through the 12 commandments
The rest?
of Happs
Wait, hold on.
quickly.
All right, where were we? Start
Whoa,
again from
whoa,
the top.
Oh,
We were
This is
at
none of my script, Michael. My people talk to your people. Listen, where are my brown M&Ms? Come on.
Mel, we can hear each other. Check your audio settings, please, because we're good if you can't hear us.
Yeah, we're good. Can everybody else hear us?
1, 2. I can hear you
Blaze, it
guys.
Can
is
every
Blaze in the
definition, but
house.
you know, a lot of people, it can be Blaze, you're right by the definition, but to a lot of people, it's been used. And I say that based on a lot of us who might have faced it in school. So nobody's
Mm-hmm.
wrong. It's just used strong. It's like calling somebody out their name, they take it offensive. Ignorant is a very strong word to me. Very strong. Just like calling a woman a B is a very strong term to them.
Yeah, but you know what the most
Just
disturbing
to give
thing
it that light.
tonight for me, Tony, was? There was a
What's that?
gentleman that was on the broadcast and he was talking about longhorn steaks.
Oh,
And I really felt like he might have been a short rib more than a longhorn. And when people, exaggerate the size of things, do you know what I mean? And are
It's an inch
not
and a
willing to
half.
wear the Houdini white shorts
No,
and
no,
sweat. Because
no.
how do you ever know?
Mike, the way you ask that question with that voice makes everybody think you're suspect. You've been giving me this hell for 7 months. You've been giving me this hell for 7 months. All right?
I'm sorry.
I've been telling you this shit
Oh
since the
my
spring, and you
god.
just can't damn stop. The way you say short shorts is no, man, no.
Oh my gosh.
But
Well, it was so
the
funny
name of
because
the
our
state, the
our
name of the state
our
is a
other
Longhorn.
guest was like, "Oh my!"
Oh
You could
god.
tell our
The
mind
name of the
was going
state,
there. Oh
the name of
my!
the steak is a Longhorn. If you ever go to Longhorn Steakhouse, that is the
Mm,
name of the steak. It's the biggest steak on the
mm-hmm,
menu. It's a big ass T-bone,
mm,
and my first initial is a T.
mm. A big ass T-bone.
Big ass T-bone. Yes,
I
sir.
think if you ever get merch,
Oh my
I think that
gosh.
should be
I'm
one of
done.
your shirts. A big
I'm
ass
done.
T-bone, baby.
I mean, I got witnesses, so it's all good. I
Oh,
ain't got
there
to
you go.
brag
I
on it.
got
Yeah,
references.
I do.
Yes.
Mel, check it again if you get a chance. I'm not sure what's going on in your end because we can hear each other.
Is it
Put it
only
back in
Mel?
multiple times.
Yes.
Is anybody that happens a lot, Mel? Sorry, hon. Can
Oh,
she
it's okay.
only not hear Tony D? That sometimes happens.
I'm not sure.
Thank you, Ellen M7. Yeah, it was fun. It was us, and T Roney, the three of us, and T Roney, going over
That's
10
what we
Haps
do.
commandments.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So we
that's
just
what we
having
do
some
up here.
fun with it.
I
T-bone.
have fun on everybody's broadcast. I ain't got time to be
Yeah.
going at people or
Thanks for
you
your
got to do
support.
some real
T-bone
disrespectful
Tony.
stuff.
That's right, TT.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. This
It
dude,
ain't
man.
tenderized.
This dude, man. This dude, man.
Uh,
This dude. Oh
um,
my God. You and Milton.
where's did you how long you on Mike? Blaze wants to come up.
Sure.
Is he here?
Yeah,
I
let's
think
bring
that's
him up.
on. Is on
I
yeah,
thought he
where
was
you
at
at,
work.
Blaze? I
I
think
thought
It's
he
he's
was at
Sunday
work.
night.
yeah. I
He
guess
might
he's
not be working.
yeah. I guess he's free Sunday night. Sunday night. Sunday night is the
I
most
thought he
fun
just
time of
told
the
us that he
night.
was at work.
Did he? I missed it.
Who we okay? Maybe I'm getting
No,
old.
that was. I think that was somebody else. No, that wasn't Blaze.
That wasn't Blaze. You sure?
I think
Maybe I
that
dropped.
was. Did somebody say work?
I
I don't
think
know.
he said a messaging from
Oh,
work.
he's
Maybe.
done working. He said he's done working.
No, we
Okay.
get
See,
so
I
fat.
do that. See,
Yeah,
you
maybe.
guys paint
Oh, I
me
see what you're
ugly
saying. I'm
again
done
all
now.
the time.
Okay.
We didn't paint
We
you
should
ugly
maybe
either.
add no stretching and
Oh, I'm
bearing
stretching.
armpits
I'm stretching like a
to
mug.
that. I meant that. Yeah.
This stretching is old. Hey,
Oh man.
y'all let James work out with no shirt on. Y'all gonna leave me the hell alone.
Oh my god.
I would pay to see you two
I
work
never
out
saw
with
this.
his
I
little
never saw the
mat in his
channel.
basement down there.
No,
That'd be awesome.
no. I saw
Him
Pulp
getting
Fiction.
you to
No,
do burpees and you
no, sir.
screaming, "I'm a warrior."
Man, please. It's gonna have me looking crazy.
There you go.
But
We
he
got
does do
Blazing
decent
coming up.
workouts. He does do decent workouts, honestly.
Oh, he's a great guy. Hey,
Mike, you a trip. What up, Blaze? What's good,
Hey,
man?
what's up, gentlemen? That's the
Blaze.
coolest
What
thing
up?
about me moving closer to work. It don't take that long to get home when I'm done.
So
you know
so
what
you
I
got up
love
at midnight.
selfishly? Your signal is freaking amazing now.
I
It
know.
looks
I
nice and
figured
clean.
that'd
It's
be great.
fresh, right? Good,
Yeah,
man.
New
So
good.
day.
fresh
You
and
got
so
better
clean,
Wi-Fi.
clean.
Ellen, you crazy.
Straight jacket.
By the way, I saw your hello down there, Ellen. Hi.
Straight
I
jacket.
didn't
Damn it.
miss
Yeah,
it.
the
I
straight
saw it.
jacket.
What is
Looking like Buster Rhymes
PBV?
at ODB.
Help
Pay
me.
per view. Pay per view.
Pay per
Pay-per-view.
view.
Okay.
Oh my God, you got to get out the house. Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
So
you
are
should
you
know that
be in
suggesting
the
that
house.
T-Bone,
Right, Blaze?
TT Tony here,
Oh,
have a
shit.
pay-per-view like channel? Is that what you're saying? I think he's got shoulder problems. He's going to retire
I
next
really
year.
do. I really do. I really
Lenny's
do.
Slam it
in the
into the
house.
into
Lenny.
your locker like on Lethal Weapon.
No, I
Yes.
thought about it. I thought about it.
Lenny, I will have
What up,
a time for the karaoke this week. I'll even tell you the date. So
Hey, Lenny. Good, Hell. Good,
and
Mel.
Tony's already said he's going to wear some white shorts and some
See what I'm telling
bells,
you?
and he's going to do the Houdini Freaks Come Out at Night.
Super suspect.
The freaks come out.
The Freaks,
He
and
don't
she
want
was
the hat
singing.
or
That
the
was like
jacket. He just wants
dun
the damn
dun
shoes.
dun dun dun. Freaks come out.
That was the jam too.
Yeah, she kept
You need to
looking
listen.
at
I
you
do,
though
Hannah.
when we were
I
talking
really
about
do,
that.
Hannah. Who did?
Now who did? Who said that? That wasn't
Who
me.
said that?
Emmanuel
was
in the
somebody who
house.
looked
What up,
that way.
Emmanuel? What's good?
I need to go, Hannah. I'm gonna try to go this week because I do gotta. I did see the chiropractor.
Do you work
so it came
tomorrow?
out one show that they
Anybody?
made me miss.
Anybody work tomorrow? Tomorrow's
I got-
Monday. It's not Saturday, folks. I thought I'd remind them. Okay, Tony, what time do you have to be up tomorrow?
I gotta get up at 5.
Jesus, man, It's almost 1.
What
What are
time
you
is it
The
right
doing?
average is
now?
4.
This
Tony,
is
the
what I be
average is
doing
4.
every
A
night, and
4
y'all be
piece.
like, "Hi, how you doing? Come on up, no problem." I tell Linda the same thing. Linda's like, "Oh, you will be okay."
You shit. See the 4 hours. I can't even lie. I'm a 4 hour sleep myself. Like 4 good hours is all I really need, and I could
You must
go the
nap.
rest of the day.
You guys must nap.
I tell a cat
I
nap in
take a nap
between.
when I
Yeah,
come
you
home
got
from
to
work
sneak
every
an
day.
hour in between. You
Take
got
about an
to.
hour or two. Yes.
You got
Drives
to.
Jason
Blazing,
crazy, but I take a nap.
how many hours do you get, Blazing? God, is he clear
Uh,
tonight? Look at that, ladies. Get a good look.
Anywhere before 4 and 5. 4 or 5 hours is usually my max.
Yeah.
Well, 6 is my max. 4 or 5 is about the normal.
Emmanuel, if I get to the retirement
Do you
status,
still
I'm gonna get you like
text
this.
after 1, or is that only by
Oh, it's
appointment?
only no. I text after midnight, but I guess 1 would be after midnight. Yeah.
Booty
Okay.
calls only.
I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Booty,
I'm just
booty
saying.
calls on.
I can see Mike. What you doing? You
Intermittent
wearing your
That's
short
because I'm
shorts?
up after
What are you
midnight.
wearing? Was
It's no
Tony
big deal to
over?
me.
This prime time
Khakis.
for Blaze.
Yeah. Our homoerotic
Oh,
broadcast
hey,
here,
hey,
or
hey, hey,
OC.
hey, hey, hey.
The other one was the OCD network. It really was, but that was a
Oh
good
yeah.
show.
Say it 3 times.
OCD network.
I
OCD
missed
network.
that one.
OCD network.
Real
Shelton
quick.
did that, right? Penny, 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 when he would knock on the door.
Yeah.
We are talking about The Shining.
No,
Oh,
Big
No, the
Bang
Big
Big
Bang
Theory.
Bang
Theory.
Theory,
I never
bro.
watched that damn show.
He
I never
said The
watched that show.
Shining.
Even I got
Johnny,
that.
you
Oh,
couldn't have been
that's
more far off.
You're right.
Wow.
He
I
was
never watched
close.
Big Bang Theory. I never watched it.
It's pretty funny. I started watching that later on, like when it was in syndication, and I stumbled on it.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what, this is not bad.
Yes,
Kind of, kind
Ellen,
of,
you
kind
are
of funny.
correct. You are correct.
If you guys get time tonight, please just drop by D from Cool. He's doing the Christmas show, and just say hello. Michael told me to come.
No, I'm gonna give him
Just
hell because I told him I'm doing a Christmas show before Halloween.
Daryl from Cool.
well, it's not your
I
fault.
got
You
on him.
don't have the tools to do it. If you
Yes, I
did,
do.
you'd be on.
You
You
right.
wouldn't be in this broadcast.
You right.
yeah. I
You'd
heard a
be
rumor that we're
We still
supposed
got
to
a
be
few
getting
days before
some.
Christmas anyway. We still got a few days before
Blazing.
Christmas.
Sorry,
Which is
we're doing the
Oh,
bulldozer here. Go ahead.
no, you guys are fine. No, I heard a rumor that we're supposed to be getting like video share and shit like that back this month.
Yeah, I hope
this
so.
It
month.
should have been. It should have been this week.
Yeah, but
Well,
You just gotta be
I
patient.
think
today.
they're working on bugs. Clearly, if people can't get it on, like how was it for you guys? Was it easy to get on? Like one day, I think Edward said he had to try 3 times. Three
I think
times
That's
to get
happening.
on.
I think the most errors is when people broadcast from their mobile as
Yes,
compared to their laptop.
Are you on a laptop
I
right
can
now?
attest to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
it's
on a,
buddy. It's solid. It's
Yeah, I
totally
I can
don't.
solid.
attest sometimes to
I
stay
actually
in
stopped
transition.
streaming from my mobile because it's just easier, especially with the better Wi-Fi now. It's just easier
Yeah.
to do it up here.
I think you owe it to your
Yes.
female, audience now. You got to make sure that high definition all the time. Now, do you have only certain broadcasts where you show your hair? It's like that certain days. Like, how does that work?
No, well,
No.
usually if I'm showing my hair, I literally just got out of the shower and I combed it.
Oh
Okay.
Other than that, I
God.
throw a hat on.
Oh my God.
I
I
don't
don't
know
throw
how.
a hat on right I get out of the shower. That's weird.
Yeah. Now, how many times a day is Milton on?
About
About 3 or
6.
4.
All day.
I'm just guessing.
All day.
Okay.
All day.
About 6.
Okay, I'm just still,
If he's
just
not broadcasting,
I
he's
really
on
like
somebody's
him.
broadcast. What's up, Walt? What's
I hope
going
he's
on,
okay.
man?
Whoa, Walt in the house.
Walt, you did not. I think Walt's mad at me. He hasn't connected with me. We tried to do the old farts follies. Nobody connected with me. Not even Colin.
You gotta
Colin.
rename it.
I didn't see.
Name
I
it
didn't get a
something
notification.
nicer.
I didn't get a notification.
What's that?
Oh no, we're supposed to do the old. We're gonna do the old farts follies. That's
I
gonna
hope.
happen.
I hope so.
Rename it
That's
something
gonna happen.
nicer.
Dude,
Then
grumpy old
they'll
men
show
from
up.
Happs. That sounds like a
Yeah,
funny
grumpy
name.
old man from
Grumpy
Hap.
old
That's,
men. Yeah,
He
that
did
old
that
sounds
already.
more
He did it
mainstream.
already with karaoke.
Mm.
Grumpy old
Yeah.
men singing badly. He did do that. Hannah said she got to
Oh
tell you
yeah, that's
something,
right.
Michael.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Hannah said she
Hannah
got to tell you
sounds like
something,
she's got
Michael.
something juicy to
what do you
tell
want to
you.
tell me?
Yeah. She put it in the chat. We're just waiting.
Like private chat?
We don't know.
DM.
She said she forgot to tell you something.
DM.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no way. Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hell yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Well done.
and a lot of people say to me that I have
Well,
harsh
Hannah's one of my
views on
sponsors every
immigration,
month.
but that's
So
great.
Is
thank you
she?
so much. I
That's what's
totally
up.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
it the right way. That's the
Hannah, do
right
you think
way to
people
do
should
it.
be able to stretch on the broadcast? Or should it only be people who are fit? Like, is there? Okay, sorry. He's got his armpits up. Like, is the fragrance so good
Is
that
he
you have to?
sure?
I
He's
wear Usher
sure.
deodorant. Yes.
Thank
Look, she
God
said
for
sure.
you.
Stretch is good,
Right.
and I was saying sure deodorant.
Right. No secret.
I
So
don't know
sure
where
was
you're
a
going with that, sir.
combination joke right
Stretch is
there.
good.
I bet Toner remembers the old Micro Machine commercials.
That's oh yeah,
Yes.
Blaze. I forgot
What is
to.
that? Explain that. So, because I
That's what
It's
don't
a
you were
know.
saying to
toy.
Tony D.
Now I'm gonna scare you. Do you remember the name of the dude that did the commercial?
No, I don't.
John Machida, the fastest
Oh,
talking man in the world.
yeah.
Ah,
He used to talk
okay.
That
real
that was the
fast.
reference. That was the reference.
Yes.
That was the little toy, the little
That
micro
was the little
machines.
toys. Yes, the micro
I
That
do
machines.
at
remember
first I
those.
didn't get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're really old if you remember this. Okay, remember? If you go way back, they used to have, I don't know what it was called, but it had a little wheel and it had a piece of plastic where you, and it would go in.
Oh,
You
it
know what I
was
mean? It
like a
was a
little. It
wheel
was
and
like
you
a
stuck
zipper. You pulled it like a
and you
zipper and it just flew off. Yeah.
Zip
and it
wheel.
would.
Was it a zip wheel?
I
Maybe like a zip wheel or something like that.
but
Maybe.
I
Something like
was
that.
like
Yeah.
I was 8 years old and I would purposely do that and hit my
Whirly
mother
bird.
from behind and she would go, "Fuck."
Yeah. Cuss your
I'd
Canadian ass
scare the
out. Yes, you did.
crap out of her, and she'd be like, "Stop doing that!" And she would take it from me, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yes, sir. Yes,
Dude,
sir.
It
those
might have
were
Whirly
been
ordered
bird.
already. We got to
SSP
use it.
something. I'm gonna
No, it
find out.
wasn't.
I'm gonna find out what it is. The one I
Go
had
for it.
was SSP something.
I've
I'll
seen
figure it out.
similar toys come out of a McDonald's Happy Meal back in the day.
Yeah, no, but this one was big. It
Mhm.
was big, and it was powerful, and it was fast. It
Enough
might
to make
even
mom
been
curse.
slightly dangerous.
It's probably why it's not on the market anymore.
Yeah.
Like yard goats. Which, by the
Yeah.
way, yard goats was fun. Bring those back.
There's
Spudnuts,
there's a show on
JB.
the History Channel where it's going through all the old toys,
Oh wow,
Listen.
like
Listen.
I
Let
from
would
me
from
watch
the
that.
interrupt you.
'70s.
I would watch that.
I
Yeah,
didn't want
see,
to interrupt you, Mike. I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
We-
I had. Are you guys familiar with? Well, I was trying to do a show before Christmas, before the present. A few things that I tried to that I wanted to do to say. This is a segue that you were talking about the old toys. I had I was trying to get Foamy Homie to come on a
Mhm.
show. We were talking behind the scenes. His schedule is a little hectic though, but I was trying to collaborate with him to do a Christmas broadcast called A Toy Story, and I was going to chronicle the
Mm,
evolution of action figures
Yes.
from
mm.
the 40s all the way up until the present. That was something
Ooh,
that
that
was
sounds
planned, but of
fun.
course, with this no
Present on
presentation,
Yeah.
screen. Yes.
no present, we can't do it because I had already yeah, it was gonna be whether he was able to attend or not because his schedule is a little crazy. But I was trying to bring him into that just for the visual effect because he does the puppet thing. For those that don't know, Foamy Homie, he has like puppets.
Yeah.
He's a broadcaster on Happs Television. You
The
can check
He's
Christmas
him on
tree
fun.
puppet.
Instagram and stuff.
He
Pretty
he's
fun
on
guy.
Twitch now.
Very fun.
I've
Very
seen him
fun.
on
I gotta
Twitch lately.
okay. All right. I
Yeah.
gotta message him on IG. But yeah, very
Rock'em
fun
sock.
guy.
Well, wow.
Rock'em
Do you
Sock'em. I
remember
remember
that
the red
Rock'em
and
Sock? I was
blue,
just
the red
thinking
and blue
that.
boxing
I
thing,
was just
right?
thinking that. I was about.
Yes.
I was like, that was on my list, and it would pop up. The head would
The
pop up,
head.
and it had little.
The first head to go blue.
Please do not take this in any weird way. But the head,
Stupid. Warholic
Foamy
says
Homie.
Foamy
I've never
Homie is
met
the
Foamy
best.
Homie.
Yeah, look him up on Happs. He's
you would
pretty
know
cool,
him
man.
if you
He's
saw
cool.
him. If you saw him, yeah.
Foamy's cool.
He was
man.
featured on Happs for a while.
Oh, okay.
Is he on?
But he
Is
got
he still on Happs?
he's on the new Happs,
Yeah, he
yes, because
was.
he posted he's on this one right
JB, by the
now.
way,
Yes,
you
he's still
are
rocking.
unblocked, so you can be on Happs and watch the broadcast. Bud, I totally unblocked you.
Who's
JB.
unblocked?
Well, he's the Renaissance man on Twitch, but JB, no, I've unblocked you, unless somebody else has blocked you here. I don't
Never
think so.
will. You crazy. He says he knows.
But today's smoke went through what I go through all the time, where I'll have a broadcast and all these people are on and I can't see their comments because they blocked me. But they're still, and I know who they are. So I'll even say their names and go, hello.
Oh,
Is
that was
JB
weird.
here? Hi, JB.
JB's here. Yeah. I've unblocked him. We're good.
Oh, that's your Renaissance. Okay, that's what you
Yeah.
meant by that. Hey, JB,
Yeah.
what's up? Long time no talkie.
So Walt, did you have a brutal week before I go here? I think Walt had like a crazy busy week. How was your week, pace wise? Everybody.
Anyone want to start?
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go, and I do have to go, guys. It's almost
Yep.
1. If you can, just quickly, you know how it works. Just give us a quick gratitude, what you're feeling good about, and then we'll call it a day. Thank you
Family,
for
friends, and
everyone who was
stability.
with you.
Family, friends, and stability. Plain and simple.
Okay.
And Walt had a great week, but very busy at work.
Good.
I'm glad that 2021 is coming to a close and we're going to be moving into a whole new year with whole new opportunities.
Okay. Did you have a good year, all of you?
Yeah,
Well,
pretty
was
Yeah, I
it a
good
good
survived it.
for
year?
myself.
I
The
survived
year,
it. Yeah, I was
the year
working
got
all year.
better. I'll put it that way.
I had a lot of growth this year.
Good.
Yeah, a
Good,
lot of
good, good.
growth in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Tony helped me with that.
Jesus, I knew that was a sick.
Right. Right. He
Smoke,
means it though.
relax,
He means it
jump
though. He
to
means
it when you want to suck it to it. Oh, sorry. All right.
Holy smokes. Mm, mm, mm.
Oh,
So we
it's been
should
great.
do this. This combo here is very good. We should try to do this once a week. Get
I'm game.
together.
I'm always up for it, man. I'm always up for it.
Yeah. Are you going to be doing any broadcast with Edward and people who start fires? I'm just going to call it that.
What did I miss?
Fire
What did I
starter.
miss? You were part of
Starting
it. Wasn't he
fire.
part of it?
What did I
No, that
miss?
wasn't the. That was no, that was. What was that? When you, Shannon, and Ed were on, that wasn't a fire.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was a
just
fire.
wild. It was
If it was
wild
a
to me.
fire, it wouldn't have been a part 2 to that broadcast. So it wasn't a fire.
It was wild to me. I was like,
Edward can take a lot, though. He's really resilient.
It's about
he's really
forgiving and moving
confident who
on.
he
Being
is. Ed
wrong.
is Ed.
Just
He's
Yes.
good. He's comfortable with himself, man. He's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You can you can reject it. You can what is it? What does he say? I got 3 R's. You can reject it, the information.
Reason.
You can receive it,
Reason with
I
it.
forgot.
or you can it was 3 R's. I
I'm not
forgot the
sure.
other one. My
I
bad,
forgot a third
Ed.
one
okay.
too. I
I
ain't
think
gonna
it's
lie. I
like
forgot.
receive it, reason, or reject it, or something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. There you go. So he's fine either way.
You know,
He
that
just gets
reminds
the
me of another
information.
saying before we go. Don't push it. Don't force it. Just relax and let it flow.